V Wilger is a local youth poet and activist who has been a part of fire programming for over 5 years. They were actually part of Kazoo Fire's first Louder Than a Bomb slam team. V is an activist who fights for radical justice in Kalamazoo, advocating for the defunding and disarming of police and the redistribution of funds towards infrastructure, education, and housing. Thankfully, V credits most of their growth to the support and commitment of fire staff, and we are beyond blessed to elevate their voice today. I present to you V Wilger.
You're definitely one of the youth that really approach fire like home, respect this space, y'all, and respect everybody here.
It really was home to me because when I first came in, Allison just immediately greeted me with my chosen name, and I was still not out completely, and I was still figuring myself out, and Allison was just like, "Hi, are you?" I think I went by Connor by then. "Are you Connor?" I'm like, yeah.
Youth voice is important because they are truly the future. They're able to give us older folk, and I include myself because I've grown way too much since high school. They give us a new perspective that we may never have had the opportunity to see before. In poetry and art especially, youth are able to share their experiences and passion with new twists, techniques, rhythms. There are a lot of people saying that nothing is original anymore, but what I love the most about poetry and spoken word is that as long as it's your writing and your experiences and your life that you're writing about, it's always going to be original, no matter what you say. Even though thousands of people have written about it before, as long as it's your writing and your story, it's original.
Have you ever heard the sound of leaves? Have you heard the rustling wind as the reds and greens and browns fall to the floor? Have you seen a tree decompose? Have you seen the life of something that's lived longer than any human fall to the ground and continue giving until there's nothing left but bark and fungus? Have you felt the frailty of a flower, reaching for the sky, hungry for the sun? Have you ever felt the quills of a porcupine, traveling miles of land to find food? Have you tasted the sweet berries? Have you tasted the candied fruit that grew a whole season just for you? Have you smelled the dirt? Have you smelled the sediment after the rain, after a fire, when the chemicals and smoke residue had fallen? Have you stood in a forest and opened your senses?
Yeah, see? That's what works.
Something I want to say most, something that I find am most passionate about, would be that I wouldn't be anything without the community I had grown with. Fire and Kalamazoo played such an important role in my life, and community support is something that not everyone is lucky enough to get. And that's not because of them, that has nothing to do with them. It is because of the world we live in today, where we put money and profit over people. I want everyone to understand that we have more control over ourselves than the elite class has made us believe. And always, 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 the first step to true revolution, to true change in the world, is to imagine and idealize what freedom looks like and what freedom means to you.
Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.